So the farness and nearness, the far thing becomes near. You can go now to Mecca from the ends of the earth and be there in a few hours. A trip that people used to take with great difficulty and oftentimes risking their lives. From Morocco they would have to go and pass through some treacherous places where they had brigands, Muslim brigands, right? Quta'a turuq, things like this. Very difficult for people to travel. Now they get on a plane and they go, and it's interesting because Allah's deen by its nature is tamheez, purification. In the old days, they got on a plane, they got on the caravan, and it was a punishment. The whole way of going to Hajj was in preparation. And so people had a very difficult time. When they got there, the Hujjaj, the people living in Mecca used to come out of the city and they would vie over the Hujjaj to get them to come and stay in their houses. This is the way. So once you got to Mecca, suddenly you were in paradise. People who had, now we see photographs, pictures of Kaaba, people who'd never seen Kaaba. And suddenly they were in Mecca after spending a year on a very arduous journey. And they were in Mecca, and the people of Mecca were embracing them, feeding them, taking care of them. Now, the adab is easy to get there. Once you get there, then all the problems start. You see, it's the opposite now. It's the exact opposite. You spend 4 days in Hajj, and the Muslim, it's unbelievable, the adab. And it just indicates our state as an ummah. The 5 prayers each day indicate the state of the ummah, right, in the community level. The local neighborhood. You see who prays at Fajr, who prays at Isha. It lets you know how the neighbor, the health of the neighborhood. And then you see Jumu'ah, lets you know the health of the community, how your community is doing. But Hajj lets you know how the Ummah is doing. It gives you an indication of the entire Ummah of Islam. By the end of Hajj, you're literally walking on a foot of garbage. This is our contribution. A foot of garbage. They used to put garbage can. When I first went on the Hajj, they put garbage, huge garbage can. Nobody would ever use them. So the Saudis, they just said, just forget it. Why waste the time? Now they just come at the end of it with bulldozers and bulldoze all of the garbage. Right? And this is the state. But it's okay, you go to McDonald's. Now McDonald's in Mecca. You go to McDonald's, you have your McDonald's hamburger, throw the paper on the ground, right, with the golden arches. And Colonel Sanders outside of Bab Abdul Aziz, both names are problematic. But this is the state of the Ummah. So all of these things are happening, and amazing things. I mean, we're living in fascinating times. There's a Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. Right? We are living in very interesting times because there's extraordinary change happening in this Ummah. Phenomenal. At rates that become like the computer. It literally boggles the imagination and the mind.